You're welcome back. This is NewsFile, it's your most authoritative news analysis platform. And here on NewsFile, as you know, we put Ghana first. And here is your legal light, Anyenini Legal Light. Criticize rambunctiously, measuredly. I have followed the discussion and the debate about whether or not the courts, the Supreme Court, can be criticized. I think there is no debate about that. There are public officers. They sit there to administer justice for and on behalf of their people and not for themselves. One of the ways to hold them accountable is to criticize them. So, I was delighted to hear Justice Yoni Kolendi convey the message of the Chief Justice that the media, and for that matter, the public, is entitled to criticize the judgment that has been delivered violently, underlined, violently. Now, I just share just a portion of some statements in a judgment that was delivered in this country in 1994, when the newspaper and journalists got into trouble for calling a judge of the Supreme Court, who soon after became a Chief Justice, calling him a liar. Why? Because they reported that they had heard him render his judgment in the famous 31st December case and had attributed a statement to Dr. Busia. And that statement, in fact, was not Dr. Busia's statement, but it was the Daily Graphic's editorial opinion. But subsequently, when he published it, the judgment was made ready, was giving out, and it was found that it was not there the way he had put it. But he had previously obtained a copy. And in that copy he said he had previously obtained, what he heard was captured there. So he went further to accuse the judge of actually tampering his own judgment by seeking to remove what had been there out. That was the case of Republic versus Mensah Bonsu, ex parte Attorney General. It is the case that has been famously referred to as the page 28, the famous page 28 judgment. In that judgment, the Supreme Court said, this is what you can do to the courts or to them. Criticism of the courts and of judicial decisions, however rambunctious, whether or not in good taste, and despite inaccurate statements of fact, would not amount to contempt of court and is within the limits of the inalienable rights of every individual's freedom of speech. You need to play this back. However, it should not be forgotten that there are limits to the freedom, and therefore, even though one is in fact criticizing, if imputation of improper motives are attributed to those taking part in administration of justice, calculated to interfere with the administration of justice, a publisher of such matter would not be immune from contempt. Now, she belonged to the group that ruled that contempt had been committed. One of the judges who dissented and disagreed, however, gave this caution. He said, the language of criticism must be temperate and measured. Tempered and measured. So criticize as violently as you can, but ensure that you are not scandalizing That is criminal contempt. It is part of the contempt I wish will be removed from our books. Be measured and tempered. That's your legal light.